Sometimes what makes a family feel distant isn't a lack of money. It's being too busy chasing things outside the home. Many people believe that family happiness comes from expensive vacations, fancy restaurants, or weekend outings. In reality, the most meaningful moments often come from the simplest things that don't cost a single dollar. One evening, Booty came home from work looking exhausted. Earlier that day, he had seen social media posts from friends vacationing in beautiful destinations. Deep down, he felt guilty. "Dad hasn't been able to take you anywhere this month," he said to his wife and 2 children. His oldest child simply smiled. "That's okay, Dad." But Booty still felt uneasy. He worried that his family was disappointed because they would be spending another weekend at home. Saturday arrived, and heavy rain fell all morning. Any plans to go out were automatically canceled. Booty sat in the living room scrolling through his phone, while the children were busy with their own gadgets. The house seemed full, yet somehow felt empty. Then suddenly the power went out. "Dad, the internet is gone," his youngest child shouted. Everyone complained. There was no television, no Wi-Fi, and their phone batteries were slowly running out. Out of boredom, Booty's wife gathered everyone in the family room. "Instead of sitting around doing nothing, how about we play a guessing game?" At first, no one seemed interested, but since there was nothing else to do, they eventually joined in. One guessing game turned into dozens. Laughter began to fill the room. The children teased one another playfully. Booty even shared funny stories from his school days. For the first time in a long while, everyone was truly looking at one another, listening and laughing together. When the game ended, their oldest child suggested something else. "How about we each share the best thing that happened to us this week?" One by one, they began to talk. Booty shared how he had successfully completed a difficult project at work. His wife talked about the flowers in her garden that had finally bloomed. The children shared stories about their experiences at school. That simple conversation lasted nearly 2 hours. There were no entrance tickets, no transportation costs, no expensive meals, just a family sitting together and genuinely listening to one another. When the electricity finally came back on, nobody rushed to grab their phones. Instead, they continued talking while enjoying warm tea and snacks they already had at home. That night, before going to bed, Booty's youngest child said, "Dad, today was so much fun." Booty smiled in surprise. "But we didn't go anywhere." His child replied, "What matters is that we were together, right?" Those simple words left Booty speechless. He finally realized something he had overlooked for a long time. A family doesn't always need a beautiful destination to create beautiful memories. They simply need time, attention, and togetherness. From that day on, Booty's family started a simple weekend tradition. Sometimes they played games together, cooked meals as a family, shared their dreams, or simply sat on the porch watching the sunset. Nothing about it was expensive, yet the memories they created were priceless. Moral of the story: quality time isn't about how much money you spend. It's about how sincerely you give your time and attention to the people you love. In the end, families remember togetherness far more than luxury.